What is up, everyone? Man, the weather today in Houston is awesome. Back on the rooftop. Switching it up today, wanted to share a speech and some of my thoughts I just gave to a Toastmasters group here locally in Houston. So hope you enjoy. Question. Do you trust me? Do you? Am I trustworthy? Is it the jacket that makes me trustworthy? What determines your choice to give trust to somebody? What makes somebody worthy of trust? There's really four options when it comes to trust. Trust can be given freely until someone breaks it, and then you might take it back. Trust can be withheld until someone earns it, and then you give it away. Or you can give it away no matter what, and people can take advantage of you. Or you can just not give it to anybody. But what is trust? It's an interesting concept, trust. It can be given, received, built, broken, established, mended, withheld. It can even be earned or ultimately destroyed. But what is it? Is it an idea? Is it an object? If you've ever seen a really high functioning team of people, you've seen a team of people who trust one another. You've seen how that trust, that working together, is so important to the ability to be productive, the ability to get things done, the ability to accomplish things. And if you're going to accomplish great things, those teams have to trust one another. And conversely, if you're on a team where there isn't trust, there isn't that mutual trust, you can't trust each other when mistakes happen, to forgive each other. You can't trust each other to be there when you need them. You can't trust people to do what they say they're going to do. Then that hinders all productivity. It hinders all success. When I was in college, I played baseball. You'll probably hear a lot of baseball stories from me. And if you all have ever seen a pro baseball game when it rains, they have tarp duty. And tarp duty is one of the least fun parts about being a college baseball player, because there aren't paid people to go pull the tarp out for you. You have to go pull it out yourself. And it's pretty easy with a whole team of baseball players. But without very many people, it's really difficult. It's a huge tarp, the wind catches it, it can like blow on the street. It's challenging. So I was a captain. I'd get a text the night before a game, 10 p.m. from my coach. Hey, Swanee, time for tarp duty. It's supposed to rain tonight. We got to have the field ready for tomorrow. And I'd have to try to get 35 baseball players at 10 o'clock at night who don't want to go out to the baseball field and do tarp duty to get out there for tarp duty. And sometimes we'd have more people, and sometimes we'd have less people. And I remember one time we only had 9 people show up for tarp duty. And that was the hardest tarp duty I've ever been a part of. But even something as simple as tarp duty, something that it's not even associated with a baseball game really, has nothing to do with your baseball skills. It breaks trust when you can't count on your teammates to be there when you need them. It really just hinders that trust. But what causes that lack of trust? Well, it's a lack of communication. It's a lack of and misalignment of expectations. It's people who just lie or don't tell the truth. Similarly, don't do what they say they're going to do. You can't count on them. They don't keep their commitments. They're inconsistent. And you'll see it in the workplace through micromanagement. If you're a manager and you're always looking over somebody's shoulder, making sure they're doing their job, that shows a lack of trust. It's a control issue. So how do you build trust? Well, you do it by communicating often and effectively. You do it by looking people in the eye and telling the truth. You do what you say you're going to do, and you keep your commitments. Show up on time. Be consistent. But most importantly, you build trust by giving away control by giving trust to others. It's really hard to trust somebody that doesn't trust you. And so ultimately, trust is all about control. The giving and taking of control. If you want to be successful, you'll have to give up control. You'll have to let go. You'll have to give trust. So be selfless, let go of control, and trust me, you'll be glad you did.